How to listen to other people. Communication skills, part 2. Most people, when they're thinking about the communication, they think about how to be a better speaker, how to be more authentic, how to be more charismatic. But to tell you the truth, first, to be a good communicator, you have to be a good listener. Dale Carnegie, in his book from 1936, How to Win Friends and Influence People, he writes, "The trick to making people like you is simply to listen to them." Listening is the most important and underrated skill in business, in social media, and in life. It is something we can always improve upon. Of course, it's not easy as it sounds. It may be very hard because when we meet new people, we have so many interesting ideas we would like to communicate to them. And our natural inclination is to talk about those ideas and share those things. But the less we talk, the easier it is to persuade other people to like those ideas and to like us. Why should I be a good listener? That's why better relationships. Everyone likes to speak about themselves and everyone likes to convey their message. But if we think about people who we like the most, usually we like the most the people with whom we can share something, the people with whom we can talk, the people to whom it can open, and the people with whom we feel comfortable. And usually those are those people that actually listen to us. People will love you because they will all be able to come to you and speak to you and know that if they will speak to you, you will respect them. Trustworthy. People will come to you because they know that they can share with you everything in confidence. They will trust your judgment and experience. They will be also able to speak freely because of the environment that you always create by a good listening skills. Information and time. Being a good listener will allow you to have more accuracy and avoid more misunderstandings and mistakes. Also, people will tell you more, and this will lead you to gain more valuable information in a shorter amount of time. This will allow you to faster solve any problems because two minds are better than one. And listening effectively fosters a collaboration so that any solution can be generated more easily and discussed before being put into action. Less conflicts. Because of being a better listener, you will have improved relationship and cooperation with your teammates or with your family. People naturally respond better to someone whom they perceive listens intently to their needs. People are more likely to pay attention to you if you start paying attention to them. Okay, I'm in. So, how to do it? How should I become a better listener? So, there are different levels of listening. Level 1, non-attentive. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Okay.
So, how was your day? Would you like to do something together? Okay. So, thanks. Level 2, passive neutral. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Okay.
So, how was your day?
Okay.
And what did you do today?
Okay.
Would you like to know how was my day?
Okay.
So we went with Jack to the shop and we decided to buy this new blue hat.
Okay.
And I liked it very much.
Okay.
Thanks for listening. Level 3, which we like to be, attentive listener. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you. What about you?
I'm fine, thank you for asking. So today we decided to go with Jack to the shop.
So you went to Jack to the shop today?
Yes, and we decided to buy this new blue hat that I really wanted to buy.
So you buy a blue hat?
Yes. Okay, thanks for listening. And level 4, the one that we're striving for, empathic, encouraging listener. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you. What about you?
I feel fine, thank you for asking.
What did you do today?
So we decided to go with Jack today to the shop.
Oh, so you went to the shop?
Yes, and then when we went to the shop, I wanted to buy this blue hat, a new one, and I really wanted to buy it.
So did you buy it?
Yes, we bought it.
And how did you find it?
I found it very nice.
Happy to hear about it.
Thank you for listening. So, how not to do it? According to Business Harvard Review, they analyzed of data of 3,500 participants in a development program design managers to become better coaches. So those are generally the ideas that you will hear. Not talking when others are speaking. Letting others know you're listening through facial expressions and verbal sounds. Being able to repeat what others have said, practically word for word. Those advices are old. Those advices are outdated. Those advices, unfortunately, are not working anymore. Why? So let's shoot for the stars and let's do it properly. You don't have to be silent like a grave. On the contrary, people perceive the best listeners to be those who ask questions to promote discovery and insight. These questions, they challenge our old assumptions, but they do it in a constructive way. Just silently nodding and saying doesn't prove sure evidence that a person is listening, but asking a good question tells that the speaker or the listener has not only heard what we are saying, but they actually understand well enough to add additional information. Good listening was consistently seen as a two-way dialogue rather than a one-way speaker versus the hearer interaction. Create a positive, safe environment. The best listeners are made with a conversation that leads a person with a very positive experience, which doesn't actually happen if the listener is passive. So good listeners make other feel people supported and they give confidence in them. Good listening is characterized by creation of a safe environment which any issue and differences can be discussed openly. Good listening actually is seen as a cooperative conversation. In those interactions, feedback flows smoothly in both directions and neither party becomes defensive about the comments that the other made. On contrast, poor listeners are seen as competitive. They only listen to identify the errors in reasoning or logic of the other person, and they use the silence as a chance to prepare their next response. They might make you an excellent debater, but it doesn't make you a good listener. Good listener may challenge assumptions and disagree with a person, but they listen and they're trying to help. They do not want to win an argument. Give suggestions? Yes, good listening often gives people some feedback, provided that feedback is accepted by the other person. And that needs for us to first have a relationship with that person and build the trust. If we will try to do it immaturely, then unfortunately this suggestion may not be accepted as positive. Additional tips: create a comfortable space for sharing. Hide your mobile phone. Create a space where it's peaceful and silent. Don't make important conversations on a highway or when you're driving a car listening to loud music. Acknowledge the speaker's feelings. Being an empathic listener means that you're not only understanding the information that the speaker is talking to you, but you're actually understanding their feelings. There are some ways how you can make it happen. One, which is one of the best, is asking proper questions like, I understand what you're saying. I identify what you're going through with. Thank you for sharing this with me. How did this experience make you feel? I appreciate that you trust me with this information. I had a similar experience. I support the decision you make. I'm happy to help with whatever you need me to. How can I best support you right now? If I understand correctly, you're feeling stress and anxiety due to having too much work. I also had a situation like this in my life just a few months ago. By asking proper questions, we can allow the person to open themselves and speak on a much more deeper level, and also show them that we are actually listening and that we are involved in the conversation rather than passively just speaking to them. Pay attention to their body language. 80% of our day-to-day contact is actually bodily language. So pay attention to their hands, to their eyes, to their mouth. With this, you'll be better to able to understand all of the subconscious communication that is going behind the words. Let them guide the conversation. Allow the person to feel that they are guiding the conversation. Do not interrupt them and be supportive of them. But remember also to ask good question. Be encouraging. If someone is confiding in you, it may be because they are struggling with something that they don't know how to manage. With effective encouragement, your conversation partner may feel more confident in the present situation and others going forward. I hope that now you understand how to be a better empathic listener. If you like this video, please subscribe our channel, give us some likes, and tell us in the commentaries what are the best tips of becoming a better listener.